You're listening to the Fox Den Sports Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Todd and his three sons, Kellen, Garrett, and Gannon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fox Den Sports Podcast, along with my two sons, Garrett and Gannon. I'm Todd Fox, and unfortunately, Kellen is unable to be here tonight, and Callie, our special guest, sometimes has some plans, so she's not here either. She did get a job, though, so good for her. Not started yet, but she did get a job. But I want to jump right into real quick, like you guys saw the passing of Larry Allen today. I don't know. Great Dallas Cowboy left tackle, Hall of Famer. And honestly, a lot of people say that he's one of the, if not the best of all time, which they say that kind of stuff about a lot of different players. But I know he started in 94 with the Cowboys, and he finished up in 2005. Then he finished his last two seasons with San Francisco. And looking through here, from 94 through 2005, what is that, 10 seasons, 11 seasons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My bad. 12 seasons. He missed a total of only 16 games he missed. And that was due in 1999, he missed 5 games. And in 2002, he missed 11. But he played all the other times. I know when he first started out, I remember they started him at right tackle at the very beginning to get him, used to the NFL, and because with all the plans of moving him to the left tackle, and man, he was incredible. Do you have anything to say about him? Do you guys? I mean, Gannon, you may not remember him, but Garrett,
just that he was so young, honestly.
Yeah. He was on vacation, I guess, in Mexico, and passed away. So that's unfortunate. But I mean, he's one of those like prototypical like left tackles that you want. And you don't realize it, like when I was young, about how good those guys were and how you needed a left tackle. And he was special. He was pretty good. And then also Justin Jefferson. Is that how you say it? Justin Jefferson, right? It's all right. Just make sure I'm right. Yeah. Signed a 4-year, $140 million deal today. Makes him the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Garrett, you were saying you think it's not that great of a deal for the Vikings. Why?
I'll say it 1,000 times. Tell me one Super Bowl champion that's won whenever they had a receiver that was getting like top 5 earnings for their position. Never been any, at least in the last 20, 25 years.
Would you just let him walk then if you're Minnesota?
Yeah. You can find a good receiver by any means. Absolutely. You can find a good receiver in the second, third round. I get he's Justin Jefferson and all that, but who's going to throw him the ball whenever he's in his prime? You're not going to do anything. Give it, like I said, told Dad before, give it 2 years. He's going to be complaining because they're not winning games, and nobody's going to want to trade for him because of his contract. So they'll get like maybe they might get draft picks or something, or I don't know, buy him out, but nobody's going to want to trade for him because of that contract. And he is not going to finish his career there. I can promise that.
I would expect him to ask for a trade at some point, to be quite honest with you. I would try to trade him I wouldn't just let him go. That's just my opinion. I don't think I would let him go at all.
No, I mean, when you're paying him that much, absolutely not. But that's a massive contract that only teams that are in a position to win now would trade for him, and they're not going to have the salary cap to do that.
Okay. Gannon, any thoughts?
No, I just think it would be kind of silly. I mean, I don't know what they would do if they would just let him walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think it was that or nothing. You know what I mean? I don't see them trading him. And anytime soon. I know right now they don't have anybody throwing him the ball. Who did they pick up in the draft?
Darnold.
Was it?
And
but did they get yes, McCarthy. I think he's got a shot. I really do. But it could be a couple years down the line. Maybe that's the only unfortunate thing, and you may be wasting some prime years. Here, okay. So here's a question kind of let you guys know on the front side. Because for one, what this contract's going to do is Ceedee Lamb is going to sign a contract here in the next week or two, is my guess, to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Between Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Ceedee Lamb, who is the best in your opinion? Like, who of all those three, who do you think's the best receiver in the NFL right now between those three? Or is there another one that's better than them?
No, they're the only three that should be in the conversation for it. And very hot topic or hot take, I would say Jamar Chase.
Really?
I would.
Okay.
I think he does everything just as well as Justin Jefferson, but he does a lot better on the one-on-one jump balls as well.
How much? Go ahead, Gannon. Were you going to say something? I thought you were going to say something.
No, I don't.
I was just going to say, how much of it do you think is the quarterback? Joe Burrow, you got Dak Prescott, and you got, you had Kirk Cousins, but then you saw what Jefferson did last season. I know he missed, I believe, 7 games last year, as did Kirk Cousins, but he missed 7 games. He only had 68 receptions for 1,074 yards in 10 games. But anyway, going back to it, Gannon, what are your thoughts between Ceedee Lamb, Jamar Chase, and Jefferson? Who would you want as your receiver?
I think Jefferson's the number one for my eyes. I don't know how you would expect either of the other two to really put up the numbers and the consistency that he has over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
especially with he's had the most inconsistent. Not inconsistent, I guess, but just the worst guy throwing to him between the three. You know what I mean?
Keep in mind, half of Jamar's career has been without Joe Burrow.
But look at the half with and without. It's like he obviously makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not going to act like that's all of it, but
how long has Burrow been there? Because Chase came in 2021, and that we're around the time
year before.
Year before. So here's some stats. In 2021, Chase had 81 catches, 81 catches, 1,455 yards, and 13 touchdowns. In 2022, he had 87 receptions, 1,046 yards, and 12 touchdowns. And then this past year, 100 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 7 touchdowns. You go to Ceedee Lamb, who has been playing since 2020, as has Jefferson. But Ceedee had, I'm just going to go off of 21, 22, and 23. I'm not going to count his rookie year, but he had 79 receptions, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns, 107 receptions, 1,359, 9 touchdowns, and 135 receptions last year, 1,700 yards, and 12 touchdowns. And then, as I said, I'm not going to go over all of Jefferson's stats, but because he did miss quite a bit last year. But he, in 2021-22, he had 108 receptions and 128, 10 touchdowns and 8. And then 1,600 yards and 1,800 yards. So what's funny is you guys you said Jamar Chase, you said Justin Jefferson, and I say Ceedee Lamb. That's of all those three, I think Ceedee Lamb is the one I would personally take at this point. This is just, I don't know the answer. My take on it is he's more of a locker room guy. I think Chase and I think Jefferson are a little bit of a guys that are going to cause some problems wherever they go, and I think they're a little, they talk a little bit, and I don't want that in a star receiver that I'm paying a lot of big money to. I don't want that. I want them to do their job, be good teammate in the locker room. That's my opinion. That's part of the reason as to why I would take him. And then if I had to rank him, to me it's Jefferson and then Chase. That's me.
You heard last year halfway through the season when, well, it wasn't. They said it happened like halfway through the season when we were struggling on offense, and then Ceedee went to whatever his face is.
McCarthy?
Yeah, McCarthy.
Yeah.
And pretty much told him that he needs to be more involved in the offense because he knows he's a difference maker, and he finally did. And our offense kind of blew up. But again, you didn't know about that until 6-7 weeks later. But that being said, I can tell you between the three, I've never seen a receiver drop more balls than him.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
I can say
he has dropped quite a few.
He has the most consistent quarterback, to Gannon's point. Like Dak, Dak doesn't miss many games at all. And then also our offense is way more air raid than either of the other two. So, but I mean, Justin Jefferson, he's pretty much been this solo guy. Chase had to compete with Higgins. Ceedee's been, roughly the solo guy as well. So I don't know. I think Ceedee's really, really good, but I would put him third personally.
Really?
I think they all. I don't think you can really rank them all differently for run after the catch. I think they're all too good. I don't think one's better than the other. I think Ceedee probably is the best route runner between them all. Probably the worst jump ball receiver. Probably the worst red zone receiver between the three. So that was my thoughts. I don't think there's any way he gets paid more than Justin Jefferson, though.
Who?
Ceedee.
Oh, he will. I guarantee you he does. I guarantee you that contract, because that's why he's been waiting. He's been sitting out. He hasn't been into the, I don't know if they call them OTAs or whatever they call them. He's been a no-show, as has Micah Parsons, because both of them are wanting new deals, and that's the whole reason why. He's going to get it. He's going to get his money, and he's been waiting to see who got paid, and he knew Jefferson was going to get it. That's my opinion, but I don't know. Plus, in my opinion, he's
clutch.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
He does drop balls. He does drop some balls, but here's the only thing I'll say to you is, like, do you watch as many Viking and Cincinnati games? Probably not. You watch every Cowboy game, right?
For the most part. I watch quite a bit of Cincy's games just because I like watching them. But
I'm interested in seeing how they'll be without Mixon.
T. Higgins.
Well, and T. Higgins, but yeah, Mixon for sure. See if that hurts our offense or what. Gannon, any thoughts on any of that? Any rebuttals?
I was just looking up their stats.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Go ahead.
Is like catch percentage a decent way to measure how well they how many drops, or no? Is that not really the best?
I mean, you could. I'm looking for drop passes, and I can't find drop passes anywhere on here. That's what doesn't make any sense. Go ahead.
I found it right here. CD's drop percentage is 7%, just under 7%. Then he got it down to 3.3%. It says this year drop percentage. It's gonna take me a second to find other guys, but
I don't think it really matters, honestly. But
Jefferson with 1%, which means he'll drop 1 out of every 100 throws to him, and then Chase with 3.4. Yeah, last year at least.
Yeah, that's so weird that this.
Mark that.
I don't see Chase anything saying dropped.
Over 8%. It says drop passes per target, and then he knocked it down to 3 last year. Which
very interesting.
Stats are always flawed to an extent, but it's interesting.
Yeah, well, I know the with it being NBA's almost done, you got Dallas and Boston getting ready to start up here. What is it? Thursday? Next what day? They're starting up here pretty quick.
I think so. And
we don't talk baseball. So there'll be some college football and there'll be some NFL, but there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now that'll be starting to start up in the NFL once they start going into training camps next month. But we've got a lot of stuff we're going to try to get together over the next, obviously, several weeks for sure. Let's transition. Let me ask you guys a couple of things. All right. So it's asking you, what do you do first? I got 3 things to ask you. Do you put cereal in the bowl or do you put milk in the bowl first?
Cereal.
Yeah, cereal.
Do you know anybody does it another way? All right.
Nope.
What about deodorant? Do you put the deodorant on before you put the shirt on, or you put the shirt on then put the deodorant on?
Shirt first.
Yeah, I used to do deodorant first, but it leaves like a white, even if it doesn't touch your shirt, there's like a white pasty thing that just starts on your like hip, wherever your shirt is. So shirt, deodorant.
That's probably because of the deodorant you use. You should use something clear, a little gel or something.
Yeah. Then you're just dripping all day.
You're not dripping. Trust me, you're not dripping. What about brushing your teeth or taking a shower? What do you do first?
Teeth.
Oh,
Gannon was like, I don't do either.
Yeah, teeth. Yeah. Teeth.
I always do teeth first. There's no shot I'm walking around. No shot. I
just go contacts, teeth, shower.
I shave, contacts, teeth, shower. Sometimes, I don't know. That's kind of my, what are you talking about? What are you laughing at?
Sound like you had another routine you were about to toss in there.
Well, no, I'm just saying sometimes I'll sit there. I don't sometimes shave every day. I'll shave up in here. Sometimes I don't shave down here, but, yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but that kind of all depends. And then it's just, or sometimes I'll put the contacts on first and then I don't know. It's all out of whack. All right. What about these things? So I want you to rank these types of food blindly. All right. Without knowing what comes next.
How many?
There's 5. So there's 5 different ones. You don't know what's coming next. So 1 through 5, rank these type of foods blindly. A summer barbecue. 4.
3.
Okay. I'd say, yeah.
Well, you know all the answers.
I don't know. I know all the answers. So I'll probably say, I don't know. Anyway, I want to tell you later.
Yeah.
What about hibachi? Hibachi. Where do you rank that?
2.
I'll throw it at 2. Yeah.
All right. Number 2, huh? What about tailgate food?
4.
I mean, okay, whenever you say tailgate food, specifically tailgating or just grilling?
Tailgating, grilling, whatever.
I've never been tailgating, so I don't know.
What do you smell all the aroma when you're going to the game? You see people chowing down.
It does look really good, but
I'll say 1. I'm gonna go 1.
Okay. What'd you say again?
I said 4.
All right. What about like a carnival or a fair food,
5.
carnival food? Really?
I think I'll go 5 and leave my 1 open. Yeah.
All right. Well, number 5 is fast food. Would you change it up if you could?
3. I think this is about exactly what I do.
I think hibachi, if looking back on it, I mean, hibachi's number 1. I love hibachi. Love me some good hibachi.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. You know what I mean? I would have to probably go summer barbecue then next, and then some tailgate food, fast food, and fair food. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I haven't been to the fair in years, but I do like the.
I mean, it is pretty good.
It is. What are those? What are those things we get?
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes. I like a good funnel cake. Garrett, you took a photo of some
fried
Oreos. That's some good stuff. Corn dogs are good. Lemonade. I mean, I don't know what else they have, but I mean, that's all fried type stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
Not good for you, but it's good. It's good and tasty. Put it that way, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll have a lot more stuff to talk about here coming up this summer. We'll dig into a little bit of OU football, the SEC. Okay, one more thing. I'm sorry, I forgot all about this. One more thing. Isaiah Joe, would you trade him to Minnesota?
No.
for Reed?
Oh, Nas Reed?
For Reed?
Reed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're not doing that in a minute. Wait, is that what that article said?
No, it didn't give a name of any kind of player, but that's like I did put that out there on our Facebook page. But is that something you would do?
For Nas,
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's super
and it's
good.
not even close. I mean, last year I didn't even realize this, but he was 41% free 3-point shots. 41%. Because the article said that and who knows if any of it's true. Minnesota was interested in acquiring Isaiah Joe in a trade, and at first I was like no shot, but then I'm like started thinking if it's Reed, who I keep always hearing his name, I don't know why they would trade. First off, why would we even trade with them?
We'd probably have to put in 3 first-round picks to get him, though. Honestly,
I would trade him and Giddey.
Well, I would, but they would want probably two picks on top of that. Then,
well, that'd be fine. They'd be fine. So, but that'd be completely fine in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Because I mean, again, I know they're saying a lot of different things, but you and I kind of talked about it through text today. Some folks believe, and I say some folks, it's just local media that I listen to, don't think that there's a good chance Giddey's coming back through comments that were made.
It's a 50-50, but nothing that Sam said leaned one way or the other. And like I said, you would be an idiot if you had somebody like Giddey at hand and hinted at trading him this early. Like it'd be way too many red flags, and it would put his value even lower than it already is. No, I don't think anything Sam said supports any kind of way.
And I know he made the comment something about this will be a new team. It's not the same team and all that. And he is right. You just hope that, and he's going to obviously try. He's going to do everything he can to acquire talent. But he said it. He actually said it in his press conference. Like, even though we like this player and we covet another player, maybe there's got to be a deal place. That doesn't mean another team's okay. Yeah, we'll give him to you. I mean, it's not going to happen. So it's got to be smart. It's got to be done right. And we do have assets. We do have some players, but doesn't necessarily mean somebody would go for it. It may take a 3-team trade in order to get something. I don't think why would Minnesota trade Reed? Do you know?
They wouldn't. That's not.
I didn't think they would either.
He just
doesn't make any sense.
He was one of the best engines they had in the playoffs, and everything's got slow.
Yes.
Yeah, there's I don't know why they would trade him, to be honest.
I agree. I totally agree. It's I'm looking forward to the draft. It'll be here shortly as well. But again, like I said earlier, we've got this is the time of year for sports for us anyway. That NBA is coming to a close. You've got NFL getting ready to start, but there's kind of those 6 weeks of I don't say limbo, but of some sorts. There's I'd love to be talking a little baseball, but I know other folks aren't as interested. And I totally understand because October baseball's got a different feel and all that. Movies, whatever, we've talked movies before, TV shows, whatever, those kind of things. But hopefully Kellen will be able to get on again at some point. We'll get a little C on. That'd be great if all of us could get on at some point. It'd be kind of cool.
All 5.
All of us, because there's questions for the group of all 5 at some point that I've had asked to me to ask. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I had nothing.
No? Yeah. Anything good in San Antonio lately?
I don't know. I don't think so. Nothing unheard of.
Hot? Is it hot there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's super hot.
And the traffic's pretty crazy?
Yeah. Crazy drivers, yeah.
Do you get on the highway to go places to work and all that?
Yeah, you kind of have to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And then you'll be here at some point for a summer, a
few weeks, yeah.
For a few weeks, but you'll be working and you'll be with your group. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to remind everybody to go to YouTube channel, subscribe. It's free. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would, please. The more we have, the better off it is for us. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can follow us on Instagram, on Twitter. You can email us as well at Yahoo, Fox and Sports Podcast at yahoo.com. Do whatever. I think I say that every week. I think that's the email address. I need to look that up someday. There's 2 different ones, and I just can't remember which one was which.
Yeah, I know,
you know what I mean? Because we changed and we did and all this. So that's that'll be interesting. But for Gannon, we tell you we appreciate everyone for listening to our podcast. Please stay safe.
Be savage and not average. And remember to join the skulk.
We missed some, didn't we?
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. There you go. Please stay safe. I don't know. It's all good. It's kind of a little crazy today. Appreciate everybody. Until next time. Good. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Enjoy.
You've been listening to the Fox Den Sports Podcast with Todd, Kellen, Garrett, and Gannon. Find us on Facebook at Fox Den Sports. That's Fox with 2 X's. Drop us an email at foxdensports@yahoo.com. And be sure to share this podcast with other sports fans in your life. This has been Fox Den Sports.